Hi, and welcome back to the Ready for Remodel show, where we educate you potential home buyers and real estate agents on how to buy fixer homes with fixer loans. And you can buy any property that's either old or distressed and get one loan that includes money to buy it and fix it up and close as is. And a lot of homes are on the market being marketed for cash because some of the real estate agents just aren't aware of this loan program that's out there. So it's a great educational tool to educate listing agents and home buyers that if the house is not currently financeable because there's no kitchen or no bathroom, that we can actually close escrow as is and finance all the repair costs right into the new loan. So today, I'm fortunate to have a local real estate agent by the name of Kathleen Sims, and she's with ReMax LifeStyles in Oakland. And before we get into the specific property, I want to just introduce Kathleen and have her tell us a little bit about the market in Oakland and maybe a little bit about this property, this opportunity.
Hi, Skip. Thank you for having me today. I'd love to tell people about Oakland. I love Oakland. I've lived here for many years, multiple decades, let's put it like that. We're not releasing any sensitive information here. I've been a broker for a very long time in Oakland, and our market has changed significantly. The prices in Oakland are skyrocketing. We have an influx of people that are moving from San Francisco to Oakland because of the pricing in San Francisco. So what's happened is that the prices in Oakland have gone up because we have multiple bidding. Now, we didn't have this situation since around 2014 where we had multiple bids, but right now during COVID, we have about 10 offers on every property. That would be every property in the price range of 400 to 700,000. It is hand-to-hand combat, and you have to be prepared. So you have to look for options. And I talked to Skip. We saw a property that could be rehabbed, and we decided to do this little webinar to help you guys, give you an advantage because you need one in this market. So that's all I have to say about the market, and we'll go talk about this property.
That's great. And yeah, you know what, there's always going to be a gap between what the house is and what the house that the buyers want. And so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we'll talk about this particular property in Oakland. And I want to do kind of an overview first of where it's located. So here's pretty much the Bay Area. You got San Francisco across the bay, Oakland here, and this little black dot is where the property is located. And it's a little property, and it's old, and it needs work, but it's kind of a diamond in the rough because people who are renting, they'll have the opportunity to buy a house, and their monthly payment is going to be equal to or even potentially less than what rent would be to buy or to live in a single family dwelling. So this is it's a block away from International Boulevard. And Kathleen, tell us a little bit about the transportation corridor on International that the city's building and what that's going to do to property values in that area.
Well, that's pretty amazing. As you can tell from the map that Skip showed you, this property is located at the far south end of Oakland, so that it's not near downtown. It wasn't anywhere near shopping, etc. With the installation now of this light rail system, you're totally connected to downtown and anywhere else you want to go. So I'm really excited about this for East Oakland, which is what this area is called, East Oakland. And I think it's going to give us lots of opportunity to have people come in and work in this neighborhood, live and work in this neighborhood.
Yeah, and so you see just down the street here is the Coliseum BART station, so probably less than a mile away, and then just a few miles up off of International, you've got the Fruitvale station. So someone could jump on the transportation corridor, get on BART, and be in San Francisco in probably less than an hour. So that's cool as far as location goes. Now let's look at the particular house. Again, it's a tiny house, and they've someone has done some work to it already. So it's been cleaned up. The yard's all cleaned up, and and I forget what the size is. I think you have 364 square foot, so it's almost like an ADU. But what's nice again is, and you'll see there's room to add on. And so I'm going to show you. We're going to look at a couple different financing scenarios where you can either leave the structure the way it is now and just fix it up and make it livable, and then also maybe add on. You can there's room on both sides and behind to add on a master bedroom and maybe another bathroom. We're just looking at different angles of this.
Yes, you can make a nice little backyard. You can have room on either side for a long driveway to pull your cars into the property. And on the other side, if you wanted to have room for an RV or a boat or just landscape and have a fabulous garden happening there.
Yeah, exactly. And it looks like it could use some new windows. Um,
It
and then
needs some rehab. There's some work that has to be done on the electrical. And there's also some plumbing work that has to happen. And there's estimates for that as well available. The seller has researched what's needed on that end.
yeah, and you can see it needs new floor, needs some casing, just a lot of finish work. And so looks like the bathtub in the shower enclosure is pretty new, and it looks like they've done some of the plumbing. The stub out for the plumbing looks pretty new, and looks like it's ready for all the cosmetic finishing. So what I did was I wanted to look at a couple of different financing scenarios, and so there's 4 scenarios here. 2 of them are using an FHA loan, and 2 of them are using a conventional home style loan. And these are all renovation loans. Again, it's one loan that includes money to buy it and fix it up, and the payment is amortized over 30 years. So this will surprise you. The house is listed for $265, which is probably the cheapest house in all of the Bay Area. If you were to add $75,000 in your loan to do what Kathleen said, the connections for the plumbing and the electrical, and then put a kitchen in and a bathroom and flooring and all the finishes, you should be able to do that for $75,000 on a small house like that. And so so this first scenario is, if you bought it for $265 and did $75,000 in repairs, your total down payment and closing costs is less than $30,000, and your total monthly payment is $22.28, and that includes principal and interest, property taxes, homeowners insurance, and mortgage insurance that you would have on an FHA loan. So, where can you rent a house for less than $2,500 in the Bay Area? It's hard, where you get your own property. And so, yeah, for less than $30,000 down, in less than $2,500 a month, you can be a homeowner.
Yes, the rents are running anywhere between $2,500 and $3,000 a month for 2-bedroom homes. Those are for rentals. That's not for,
Okay.
So
Yeah.
this would be a fabulous deal for someone.
Yeah. So this second scenario is adding $150,000. And so for $150,000, you can do everything that we talked about on the main home. And then you got another $75,000 to add on perhaps a master bedroom and a master bath, either on the side or maybe in the back. And so if you added $150,000 on top of the purchase price of $265, your total loan amount is going to be $436, and then the interest rates They're great interest rates. They're only about 1%, between 3/4 and 1% above a regular standard loan, and there is no prepayment penalty. So a lot of our clients do the rehab work and then refi, and there's generally additional equity that's built in, and so they can generally refinance and eliminate mortgage insurance. And so even with a rate of just under 4%, if they added $150,000 to the purchase price of 165 and did a major remodel, their total payment is still under $3,000, 2716 for principal and interest, taxes and insurance, and their total down payment and closing costs is under $35,000. So look at that, for an extra about $5,000 cash out of pocket, they're going to get an extra $75,000 to add on and make that house a much bigger house than it currently is. And then we also ran the scenario for a conventional loan. Same thing, $75,000. The conventional loan, the rate is about the same, but the payment is a little less because there's less mortgage insurance. So you can buy that house for $265, get $75,000. The total cash out of pocket is just over $31,000, and the total payment is just over $2,000. And then this last option is if they did the conventional home style and added on $150,000 and added to the add-on of a bedroom and a bathroom or major landscape. So these renovation loans, you can use the money for landscaping, you can use the money for adding on square footage, and if the property was zoned for multiple units, you can even use this money to add on additional units. And with the flexible laws that we have now for accessory dwelling units, you can actually add a small accessory dwelling unit and rent that out as well and help pay that mortgage payment. So that scenario on our conventional is a total down payment and closing cost of about $36,000. Total payment is under $2,500. And now that's for buying that house and getting $150,000 to add on square footage.
The pricing for 2-bedroom homes, if you added on the second bedroom in that area, all fixed up and beautiful, is about now a little over 500,000. So if you took the second option with the 150, your total loan amount is 436. So you have equity between 436 and 500,000, which is what homes are going for in that area, all built in with the brand new house.
That's great. Hey, that's awesome. And that's what it's all about. And when you do this, you get to choose the color of paint and the cabinetry and the countertops and the type of flooring that you want. You want wood floors, you want carpet, you want vinyl that looks like wood. So it really is beautiful, because now you're going to end up with a completely remodeled house the way you want it, with equity. And like I said, once it's all done, you can refinance it, and now you've got so much equity, you eliminate mortgage insurance. So that's great. Now we really and I know, and I talked to Kathleen, we both feel the same way. We want to help home buyers get into the market and become homeowner. We support homeownership opportunities, not so much the fix and flip investors, although there is a need for those guys. This loan program is also available for an investor who wants to buy it, fix it up, and hold it in their portfolio, because this is a 30-year loan. So it's a permanent 30-year loan, and it's very competitive against these hard money lenders that charge 12 and 13% and 3 or 4 points. So for those people that might want to buy a property, fix it up, make a difference in their community, and have it in their have some passive income, it's available for that as well. But ideally, we'd love to help a family, a young couple who who never thought they'd be able to buy, help them get into the market and enjoy the tax advantages and the appreciation that we're seeing here in Oakland. So any final words, Kathleen? What do you think?
I think it's a great opportunity, and there are more homes out there that may not need as much work as this particular property. So why don't you give me a call and be prepared to get in the market. Don't let it frighten you. And we'll take good care of you here at ReMax, along with Skip at Loan Depot.
So Kathleen, if someone wanted to get a hold of you, how would they find you? Either your phone number or your website?
Whatever's easiest. Kathleen Sims, SIMS, at remax.net, or my phone number is 510-470-0932. And you can always go to remax.com and search for me in Oakland.
Great, thanks. And to find me, I am available here. I'll show you my little promo screen. My new show is called the Ready for Remodel Show, where we help buyers find fixer homes with fixer loans. I am the regional renovation sales manager for Loan Depot, and I can be contacted either at my toll-free number or my website or my email. And with that, hey, I think this was great. Thank you, Kathleen, so much.
Thanks, Skip.
And until the next Ready for Remodel show, you guys be safe out there.
Take care.